I'm Zachary Grove. I'm a cadet at your academy. I guess I just always known about the academies. They mentioned it in Top Gun, which was one of my favorite movies when I was a little kid. I was interested in either here or the Naval Academy. It's like I wanted to be a pilot. My dad was a contractor and he was a mechanic, so when I was a little kid I was around the planes all the time. And then as you get older, and you come through this place, it's more than just I want to fly or I want to go do this. It's about you want to serve your country, you want to serve other people. My friend Chris Severino, I went to high school with, he's a 2011 grad, so I was able to talk to him and get a pretty good picture of what the academy's like and what daily cadet life is like and what the commitment means to be in the Air Force, so that was really helpful. My dad's father, who's the Vietnam vet, he really opened up to me about some of his experiences that he hadn't before to anyone else in the family, which was really amazing to talk to him. Mom's father was in the Marines. He told me about Parris Island and all his experiences. These guys were getting their hands dirty on the ground and stuff, and so that really made me think about what it meant to serve more than just me wanting to fly and how much more important it is than just whatever I wanted to do. And I was kind of scared when I was about to get on the bus, and I looked back at my dad and I saw just how proud he was. He had this grin on his face, and I knew I didn't want to let my father down and disappoint him. I didn't want to let my family down. The first day was pretty rough. It's kind of a shock. You get on the bus, everybody's yelling at you. You're on the footprints, everybody's yelling at you. You run up the ramp, everybody's yelling at you. I knew I've been to the summer seminar, so I knew a little bit what it'd be like, but having the whole experience more than just a day, in and out, it was kind of a shock, but you get used to it and you get through it. As a freshman, we thought, oh, I'm getting yelled at, and I have to go run from here to there while this guy's yelling at me, but in the back of your mind at the end of the day when it's all over with, that there is a purpose. They are making you a better person and a stronger person for it. It's incredible. My best friends at the academy still, like my 3 or 4 closest best friends, are the guys that I was with those first couple of days in basic. You're all thrown in the same situation together, and you get to know these people better than your best friends in high school or even as close as your siblings even. I actually failed 3 classes that year. And my AOC told me, you probably aren't going to make it, you should probably just cut your losses now and go to State U and try to do ROTC or something. And I really considered that, and I thought, man, this is really hard. I'm not as smart as I thought I was. Maybe I'm not special like my mom had told me my whole life. And then I thought about it and I said, well, I'm going to give it, my best shot and try and do it. And so then I took classes in the summer. I had to give up going home, but it was definitely worth it, and I'm still here and really happy about my decision to stay. That failure early on has made me a stronger person, that I know that I'm not perfect. I know that I can't do it all by myself, so I've had to go and get help from other people. I've had to learn from my mistakes and rebound from that, and I think that's definitely going to make me a better person in the future. Get up about 7, go to breakfast in the morning. You sit with your friends, kind of do a little chit chat. People are usually pretty groggy, so it's not as fun as lunch is. First year, I'm in a lot of majors classes now, which is really nice. So I've always just been interested in history. I always thought, it's like one big story and then a bunch of intertwining smaller stories. So I thought it was really neat how we got to where we are in current day and how it all goes back to past events. It's really discussion based. So you read the book and then you'll hear everybody's ideas about what they read. And instead of just having a teacher lecture you go to lunch, then it's pretty lively. You have the freshmen sit at your table with you, and they're at attention, but you ask them, like what's going on in the world, what news articles have you read? And so I really like getting to know the freshmen, and lunch is a good time for that. Then in the afternoon I have another class. Then we have intramurals where we play sports there's different sports throughout the cadet wing that everybody participates in, so that's really fun to get down to the fields with your friends and throw around the ball or whatever. I got a pilot slot. I'm going to UPT in Laughlin, Texas. Whatever they give me, I'll be happy with. I went to Travis Air Force Base in California, so I got to get a ride in a C-17 and also a KC-10, and that was a blast. It was so much fun. My focus was on, I wanted to be a pilot, so I wanted to go hang out with the pilots and talk to them. But the thing that I took away was the maintenance side, here's all these people, they're mechanics, like what my father did, working on the plane. It's not about you, it takes all this other stuff to get the job done. The people up in the tower, the mechanics, the fuelers, everybody, the firefighters there, to make sure that you're safe in case anything goes wrong. So just the team effort is what I really took back from going on Ups Air Force. The idea that this isn't about you, this is about others, this is about serving, that's what I've really taken away most of all from the academy. First, look at why you want to come here. Know the realities of what it means to be in the military and that it's not going to be easy all the time. it's very rewarding to serve your country. I'm Zachary Grove. I'm a cadet at your academy.